Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture, I am going to discuss important previous year question from a work by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni titled as The Palace of Illusions. This is your previous year question which says, in what ways does the Palace of Illusions present a counterpoint to the male voice? So before starting this video lecture, I want to tell you that whenever you start writing your answer, so it is very much necessary for you to provide an introduction related to the question asked in your exam. It will help you fetch more marks because first of all, it adds up a kind of, it increases a kind of length of your answers and also holds a good impression on whosoever is checking your answers. So in this video lecture, I haven't provided introduction because I have already provided introduction related to this novel in the previous video lectures. So do refer those videos in order to obtain information related to introduction of this novel. So now I am starting this video lecture by by directly jumping to answers. So the story is narrated through the eyes of Panchali, who is Draupadi, offering a unique viewpoint. Example, her thoughts and emotions during events emphasizes her struggles, contrasting the male-centric narrative of power and war. This means the story is told from Draupadi's point of view, highlighting her feelings and challenges compared to the male-focused themes of power and war. Panchali's desires, both emotional and physical, highlight a woman's perspective on intimacy and relationships. Example, her relationship with Karna reveals her longing for acceptance and love, and in this way she challenges traditional notions of loyalty. So Panchali here expresses both kinds of desires, emotional as well as physical, and this can be seen especially in her relationship with Karna, and which also shows her need for love and acceptance, and in this way she questions traditional loyalty. The text reflects on the constraints imposed by a patriarchal society on women. Example, Panchali's frustration with her role as wife and political pawn underlines her lack of agency. This particular text reveals how a male-dominated society limits women, with Panchali feeling trapped in her role as a wife and a political tool, showing her lack of control on her own life. So then we see Panchali displays vulnerability, showcasing that strength isn't solely physical or aggressive. Example, her emotional turmoil after the dice game illustrates her resilience amidst deep betrayal. This particular thing shows us that Panchali's emotional struggles, even after losing in the dice game, shows that true strength includes emotional resilience, not just physical power. Despite being marginalized, Panchali navigates her fate on her own terms. Example, her decision to host the Rajasuya Yagna emphasizes her role in shaping her identity. So even when marginalized, Panchali takes charge of her destiny as seen in her choice to host the Rajasuya Yagna, showing her influence in her own life. The complexities of female relationships are explored, emphasizing solidarity among women. Example, her bond with other female characters like Subhadra portrays mutual support in a male-dominated world. This text also showcases us that how women support each other, which ultimately highlights friendships among female character is very much necessary. Like this happened in the case between Panchali and Subhadra, and how they maintained or supported each other even after living in a male-dominated society. Panchali actively seeks power and respect, contradicting submissive stereotypes. Example, her refusal to be merely a pawn to male ambitions during the Kurukshetra war illustrates her assertion of agency. So Panchali here wants to be powerful and respected, and this way she challenges the idea that women should be submissive. And this example, where she refuses to let men use her as a tool during the Kurukshetra war, shows her strength and independence. The narrative values emotional intelligence as a form of wisdom, countering traditional male bravado. Example: Panchali's insights into the motivation of men around her demonstrate her perceptiveness and understanding. So this particular narrative values emotional understanding over traditional male strength, and here we see Panchali's ability to understand the motivations of the men around her shows her deep insight and intelligence. The destructive nature of male aggression is critiqued through the impact it has on women. Example: the devastating aftermath of the war shows how women bear the scars of male conflict, highlighting their suffering. So here we see the story critiques how male violence affects women, highlighting their pain. And we see this especially in the aftermath of war. So the text explores themes of motherhood and sacrifice from a female viewpoint. Panchali's relationship with her sons reflect her protective instincts and the personal cost of warfare. Here in this point, we see that this work or this text explores motherhood from a female perspective, showing Panchali's protective nature towards her sons and the personal toll of war. The narrative infuses spirituality with feminine wisdom, emphasizing inner strength. Example: Panchali's connection with the divine and her quest for understanding are portrayed as empowering. Here we see the narrative combines spirituality with female strength, suggesting that Panchali's spiritual journeys empower her and contribute to her inner strength. Panchali subverts typical female roles, making her voice heard in a male dominated narrative. Example: her refusal to remain silent after the humiliation at the court highlights the need for women's voices. Now, we from this point learn that Panchali challenges traditional female roles by speaking out in a male dominated world, particularly when she refuses to stay silent after being humiliated. The story reshapes the notion of fate, showing that women can influence their narratives. Example: Panchali's deliberations on her preordained destiny illustrate her struggle against what is ascribed to her. So, the story or the text suggests that women can shape their own destinies, as shown by Panchali's reflections on her supposed preordained life. The moral complexities of choices and consequences are depicted, challenging binary perceptions of good and of what is good and evil. Example: Panchali's decisions often blur the lines, prompting readers to understand her motivations rather than simply judge her actions. Now, here we see that it presents a kind of moral dilemmas, showing that Panchali's decisions can't be easily classified as either good or evil, which encourages readers to understand her motivations. At last, we see the legacy left by women is portrayed as significant and impactful, countering the notion that only men create history. Example: the aftermath of Panchali's life and her influence on future generations are emphasized as critical to the unfolding saga. So the story highlights how important women's contributions are to history, and in this way challenging the idea that only men shape the past. And also it emphasizes that Panchali's life and actions have a strong and as well as lasting impact on future generations, showing her role as a crucial figure in the ongoing narrative. Then with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your exams. Thank you.